Hey Gemini, welcome to Black Star Tarot. How are you guys doing? This is your February, hold on. I forgot to set the timer. All right, this is your February career and finance reading. So guys, I'm thinking, I was thinking about you guys before we started recording. And I feel like for some of you, maybe you want, I don't know, let me see. I'm thinking about, no, okay, all right. So I think for some of you, I feel like maybe you're thinking about going back to school, because I feel like an energy of writing for you as well. You know, maybe going back to school, maybe learning something, maybe some of you are teaching something, but strong emphasis, I think, on school, returning to school or something like that. I mean, I could be wrong, but just to see what comes out for you, Gemini. Let's see what we have here for you. So I feel like writing, school, teaching, you know, that kind of energy. So let's see what comes out for you. Let's see. Maybe some of you just was like, you know what, wake up, I gotta go back to school. Maybe you just came to the realization that, maybe going back for either higher learning or going to learn something new is going to be helpful to you for your career. So you got yoga. So some of you could be thinking about going back to school to learn how to learn how to teach yoga. Maybe some of you are thinking about, using yoga or, open up what do you call it? Yoga. Go to do yoga, I don't know, studio of some kind, practice. Yeah, I'm feeling it. I do feel like you're trying to learn something, going to school to learn something. And for some of you, maybe you're going back to school to learn how to do yoga so you can teach others how to do yoga. I don't know. And you're on the right path. Excuse me. So let's see what we got there. Let's get one more card. So I feel like some of you are being guided to do this. Ooh, speaker. Interesting. Yeah, so I do feel like you're being guided to do this because I feel like this is part of your heart's desire. So I'm getting a real spiritual feel with this here, Gemini. I feel like, career-wise, because this is where we are here. And let me put my glasses on so I can see, what these cards are saying. But I think for career-wise, some of you could be wanting to get into some type of spiritual teaching, spiritual practices so that, you can teach this. I feel like it's part of your journey here. It says here, yoga. Your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. So for some of you, speaking from a career perspective and financial perspective, I feel like some of you are just wanting to learn how to, or you're thinking about opening up maybe a practice where people can come and you can teach them how to do yoga. For some of you, I get the feeling with this yoga here that, what it is that you're looking for. If you're thinking about, if you're on the right path or not, if this is something that you should be doing, I think, spending time, in meditation is going to open up, some epiphanies for you, or it's going to give you some type of guidance or something, because I feel like your soul is speaking to you. I feel like something is, nudging you, or has been nudging you to kind of, step your skills up here, to practice some things here. So some of you could be practicing yoga because you want just that. That practicing yoga is going to be beneficial to you, Gemini, to kind of get the answers that you are seeking. It does say your life purpose involves your skills of oration. So if you are a speaker, if you're thinking about speaking, maybe you're taking a course on public speaking, because I do feel an energy of some of you, going, back to school here. I feel like you're trying to follow your heart's desires here. I don't know. I feel guided to pull another card, so I'm just going to do that. But I do feel like there's something here that is trying to, to let you know that you are on the right path. And spending time in meditation, I think, is going to open up some clarity for you, Gemini, as far as what it is that you should be doing. And for others of you with this practice here, there is something that you may need to, learn. Maybe you need to, practice yoga a little bit more, or meditation a little bit more, maybe calming your mind so you can figure out like what it is that you want to do. And for some of you it is speaking. For some of you it may involve yogic practices or something like that, but there's something here. Well, you got freedom here. You got freedom. Very nice. So Gemini, you're free to do whatever it is that your heart desires at the end of the day. This is your world, right? And everyone else around you is just that. They're just around you. But I can feel here that, you want something new. And I think that by, spending time and getting clarity, spending time in meditation, spending time alone, will kind of open up, the root. Because I feel like some of you may not know exactly what to do. Some of you know what to do, but you may not know if it's meant for you to do, if that makes any speak. Like, am I like, if you're thinking about getting into like, yogic practices or starting a new idea or something that you've come up with, but you're just not sure, if you should, like if you're thinking about being speaking to others, going on YouTube, having a podcast or something like that, but you just don't know, if you're headed in the right direction, the cards say, you're on the right path. And I feel like it's going to open up an avenue of freedom for you. It's going to free your mind. It's going to free up some of your time. And you just overall, I feel like you're going to be more content with what it is that you want to do. I do feel like the universe is calling you home. I for some reason, I feel like a higher self or a universal nudge, for you here. There was another reading that I did, and it was the same thing. Like, I just felt like the universe was just like, hey Gemini, like, listen, I know you hear me. I know you hear me telling you to go take this yoga class. I know you hear me telling you to meditate more. I know you hear me telling you that your freedom, lies within, you if you just, follow the ideas and the nudges that you are being given. I'm glad that didn't fall on the floor. Your heart, there it is. Your heart desires. Yes, I do feel like, this means a lot to you. I feel like, you've been thinking about this a lot. But you're being supported though. So whatever it is that you want to do, because I feel an energy here of your guides or whatever it is that you practice. If it's your guides, if it's your angels, if it's just yourself, if it's the universe, if you just, I feel like you just need to connect to the grid, right? You need to spend some time in meditation, connect to the grid, and let those voices, that you hear, or the voices that's in your head, or, whatever you feel like that's in your heart, let that guide you here. Like, don't ignore what you're being called to do, because I feel like that is where your freedom, lies here. So some of you could be counselors, and again, I feel like you're being guided, period. I feel like you're being guided. I feel like you're being guided to the job that you love. That's why I say in here that you're on the right path. And that's why this heart is here. Like, the universe is trying to love on you right now. It's trying to help you process this. But I feel like, again, I'm telling you, it wasn't until I honestly started meditating that I figured a lot of this stuff out. So I do feel like you're being guided to work on that. Yeah, because you have gears here too. Like, you're being guided to work on that. It's asking you to start putting some plans in motion to help, get you flowing, and get you moving, to get you moving. So it says taking time off. So for some of you, yes, take some time off in meditation. That's what you need, to take some time off at. That's what you need. You got pendulum that just came out here. This is your job change. Like, you're kind of trying to switch stuff up a little bit, but you may not know exactly which way to go. You're kind of being, tossed back and forth, by the waves. And that's exhausting. It really is. So it may, make you want to give up when you don't really know what to do, or you're not sure if what you're doing is the right thing to do. So you're kind of going back and forth on this pendulum, or you're being tossed, back and forth, by those waves. I mean, if you think about that in an energetic way, if you were just kind of lost in the ocean and the waves are just tossing you from one side to the next, I mean, it mentally and physically would just wear you the hell out, right? So what you need to do is spend time in meditation so that you can get a little bit of clarity here, so you can figure out, you know, what to do with your income. Because for some of you, this is your income that's fluctuating all over the place. You know, you're just really not sure. For some of you, you could have your hand, you know, in a lot of things, and you're trying to just figure out, you know, which way to go. So you got watch here. So this is divine timing. This is the universal support. You know, this is an opportunity, you know, for you to really sit down and seize this moment where, you know, you are being asked to, you know, sit down and accept the help that's trying to be given to you. This is literally allowing you time to take the load off. So just slow down, breathe a little bit, and know that, you know, you are being supported here. For some of you, there is, you know, some of you have the time. I do feel it with the watch here. You do have the time. You have the freedom. You know, you're not really being bombarded, you know, by another job or anything that's kind of holding you down. So like, you have the time to put some plans in motion here, you know, because you got the gears here, and that's taking time. And then you got this watch here. So I do feel like some of you could have even been laid off right now. Or maybe you work temp, you just have temp work, or you work part-time. So you have the time to spend in meditation. You have the time to practice what it is that you want to you know, to kind of put, you know, your goals, like to, whatever I'm trying to say. You know, you have it here. You have the time here. So use it. Gemini, if you're going back to school, go ahead back to school. You know, go ahead and do that. If you know, want to switch some things up, go ahead and do that. Because I feel like if you don't have the time, you're going to have to make the time. You're going to have to make the time. But the time, I feel, is now, because you feel the push, you feel the nudge, you feel the guidance here. So go ahead and seize the opportunity, and let's see what else we have here for you, Gemini. It's going to take some work from you, but you're on the right path, okay? The universe is here to support you. All right, we have the 10 of Cups. Yes. This is, you know, this is doing what you love with the 10 of Cups here. And you have the 7 of Wands. So in order for you to get what you want right now, you know, there's tens are all about completion. So if in order to get what you want, you're going to have to, you know, slow down. You're going to have to be determined here with this 7 of Wands. This is all in. You're going to have to really put, you know, your all in this. And it's, like I said, it's going to take a little bit out of you with the gears here. It's going to take a little bit of work from you. But practice makes perfect, right? So whatever it is that you're trying to do, whether you're trying to learn yoga, whether you're trying to work on public speaking, whether you're just trying to be an entrepreneur, you know, maybe you want to, you know, just increase your profits, you know, every day, put a little bit more money in your pocket. You can do it because you got the 10 of Cups here. So what you love is here for you. You just have to go in and get it because you have this 7 of Wands here. That's an energy of like, look, you know, you're at a 7. That's the 7s are all about, you know, the divine. You know, 7s are very lucky numbers. So, you know, you have what you need, and what you don't have, just go get it because it's being handed to you. It just needs you to say, okay, I'm all in. I'm going to go do what it is that I want to do now. Now is the time. I feel like there's a nice energy here, you know, of chance, you know, like, so if you're figuring like, should I do this? Shouldn't I do this? I feel like there's like, you know what, I'll make this happen. I feel like there's even a lucky, you know, break here for some of you. You know, I can do this. Now is the time. Now is the time. The time is now. Seize the opportunity. There's an energy here of if you reach for it, it's going to honestly like almost be handed to you. You know, the only work I feel like for some of you have to put in is just your time and your energy. So you got the 5 of Pentacles here. So you may not know. You may feel like, you know, I don't, you know, you know, you're taking a risk. Maybe if you stop doing, you know, whatever you're doing now, that, you know, it may cause you some type of financial hardships. You know, that's a possibility. You know, but you're deceiving yourself here with this 5 of Swords. You know, it's almost like, you know, it's like defeat, but not. You know, because this guy, you know, he won. Look at that. Look at all the other people that are walking away. You know, he's standing there with his sword like, yeah, you better run. You know, so even if you're not getting support, you know, from others, or maybe you may be feeling a little trapped, you can do this. This is, you know, this is like, you know, success after defeat. So you'll be okay. You got the Two of Pentacles. So you, yeah, juggling decisions, juggling, you know, for some of you could be juggling your finances, you know, maybe opening up your own yogic center or whatever. Maybe that's going to cost you some money, you know, but I do feel like you got to take the risk because there is something that's going to work out for you here. The Two of Pentacles, yeah, you know, back and forth because you got the pendulum here. Should I do it? Should I not do it? Is this going to work? Is it not going to work? Well, maybe, you know, but you can't, the only, what's that saying? You only fail if you fail to try. So I recommend with this Fool on the bottom of the deck here for you that you take this opportunity, Gemini. Go ahead and go back to school. Go ahead and learn what you need to learn. Go ahead and practice what you need to practice to make yourself, you know, successful. So Gemini, thank you for watching. Please like and subscribe. And I wish you all the luck with whatever this is that you're trying to initiate when it comes to your path, your purpose, your money, and all of that good sugar. Okay, guys, thank you. Come back again. Mm-hmm.